Hey everyone, and thank you for clicking on another Helium Hub video. In this video, I'm going to share with you the biggest advantages and the biggest disadvantages of owning a Bobcat miner, and I'm also going to help you decide if you yourself should get a Bobcat miner. Stay tuned and let's find out. So the first thing that I really like about my Bobcat miners, guys, has to be the diagnostics page. In this diagnostics page, you can do things like dig, you can see the sync status, you can resync your miner, and the biggest thing, you can fast sync your miner. What fast syncing your miner allows you to do is to catch up in that gap in the blockchain and have your miner synced in under an hour. I made a video about this, guys, so if you guys haven't seen it, I show you guys how to fast sync your Bobcat miner under an hour. Links down in the description. Another big thing that you guys can do on this diagnostics page is actually monitor the temperature of the Bobcat miner as well. This is huge for people who have outdoor builds or off-grid builds and want to be able to monitor the temperature to make sure that it doesn't get too hot or too cold. So another reason why you should get a Bobcat if you're thinking about buying a crypto miner is that it has to be bought with cryptocurrency. This is a barrier to buy, meaning they will have less orders from people who are just aping into it and they don't even have a cryptocurrency account. This means you will get your miner faster. I got mine at the 18-week mark, which is within the 12 to 20 weeks that they quote. And while I'm recording this video, they are actually expanding manufacturing and moving into the United States manufacturing as well and growing a team here. This just means that they're investing their own money into building more factories and actually fulfilling orders and not quote shipping times that are wildly off what they actually are. Never. So those are the two things that I really like that Bobcat has going for them. They have the diagnostics page and they're actually expanding manufacturing to meet the orders and the demand. So now let's get into what I don't like about Bobcat, and that is the fact that every time Bobcat seems to push out a OTA update, one of my miners goes down and I have to revisit that location and resync it. Luckily, I have the fast sync option so I can fast sync it and it's not on the sync status for more than a day, but it's really annoying that every time Bobcat does push out an update, at least 2 of my 10 miners go down and I have to visit them. So that's the one big gripe that I do have with Bobcat. They just go offline sometimes randomly. Luckily, I do have the fast sync option to go to those locations and fast sync them so they're synced up under an hour when they do get unsynced. So just keep that in mind, y'all, if you guys are planning on buying like 10 of them and placing them all around the city, kind of like I did. You will have to go to those locations more than you think, more often than you think. And some miners will have problems and some miners won't. Some of my miners I have to check on every 2 weeks, and some I haven't checked on at all ever since I put them up. So it's random and it's just a part of the game. So those are overall the advantages and disadvantages of owning a Bobcat miner. Advantages: has the diagnostics page, which is an insane resource that has an incredible value. The fact that you can fast sync it under the diagnostics page, that is also an incredible resource. Number one reason why I would go with Bobcat. And the fact that they're expanding manufacturing, that makes me trust them a little bit more. And I think that gives them the big edge over their competitors. Of course, the con, I have to check up on them every once in a while. And some people with sense caps and some people with Nebras, they never have to do that. And I wish I didn't have that problem. But overall, I would still go with Bobcat over the other competition. Okay, so now let's answer the question, should you get a Bobcat miner? And the answer, y'all, is maybe. Sorry for the indecisive answer, but it really does vary based on location to location and based on setup to setup. So you need to consider questions like, can it be outside? If so, how high can it be? What environment are you in? Are you in a dense cityscape or are you in a rural area with nothing but trees around you and farmland? You need to think about these things and think about these questions to get a good sense on how much your miner could potentially make. I suggest that you look on places like Helium Explorer or Hotspotty for miners near you and see how they're doing and what setup they have. I even went as far as knocking on my neighbor's door just to spark up a conversation to how we can better our builds to maximize our profits. Keep in mind that if it does say it has a 1.2 dBi antenna and that it's 0 meters off the ground, but it's pulling insane numbers, that doesn't mean that that is actually their setup. That just means that they haven't updated it yet in the Helium app. So keep that in mind. So in my opinion, I would get a miner if you have a decent build, you're not already in a saturated location, and most importantly, you can afford to lose the money that you invest. Do not risk money that you will need in the future and money that you cannot afford to lose. This is a slow process, guys. It's not like printing money like it did when miners were mining 425 coins a month ago. It takes a while to make your initial investment back. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and that is going to be my review on the Bobcat miner. Super happy with it, and like I said, go ahead, get a miner. If you guys can have a good build, if you got not oversaturated, and you can afford to lose the money. It's a fun hobby to get, and sometimes it can make you a little bit of money. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. I really appreciate the support. Like, comment, subscribe, and I may just do another HNT giveaway. I don't know. If this video does well, we might up that number to 2 HNTs for the giveaway. So make sure to like and comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next Helium Hub video. Take care.